everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have got a little bit of a festive video. I have been doing a huge gift guide on my blog at the moment. If you don't follow my blog, I'll link it all below, but I've been doing a 12 days of Giftmas, which is 12 different blog posts each day in the 12 first days of Christmas with gift guides for absolutely everyone. So from, I don't know, boyfriends, girlfriends, best friends, the new homeowner friends, or people that have got their own place, or the people that love yoga, or the foodies, or the beauty lovers. There's loads of different gift guides. So on top of that, I thought I'd put together a little video with a few things, some of which have been featured in those posts, but some things I haven't featured there before. And just kind of do a few like gifty suggestions that are all kind of relatively stationery themed. Because I think stationery is one of the things that you just cannot go wrong with when buying gifts for people. I love it. I know all my friends love it. I think no matter what kind of job you're in, there's always kind of a need for a good notepad or kind of lovely book. So I thought I'd pop them all together and yeah, show you some of my favourite picks for this winter. So yeah, here's to a little gift guide, so let's get going. So first things first, I thought I'd show you a couple of the diaries / agendas that I'm going to be including. These are two. Well, one that I have used this year and one that I bought myself for next year, which I probably shouldn't have done. It feels a bit bad buying yourself something like that. But anyway, I fell in love with them and I thought I'd show you. So the first one I have is this journal from Frankie magazine. If you haven't heard of Frankie before, they're an Australian magazine and they're largely stocked in Australia, but you can order these online, which I have done for the past kind of for 3-4 years. And they're just these beautiful, beautiful diaries. They have post-its. They have loads of really lovely printed pages. They're just absolutely gorgeous and they've got loads of room for writing, they've got bits for contacts and they're just really good and sturdy and I absolutely love this one. But this year I also picked up, for next year the Rifle Paper Company 2017 agenda, which I just saw and I fell in love with. Maybe it's the colour, I don't know. But this is really, really beautiful. It's again really beautifully printed and it's got loads of different little sections for months and it's got kind of like an inside checklist as well, which I really like because whether you've got meetings or just errands for each day, I think it's a really nice way to work. So yeah, I absolutely love that and I think that would make a really beautiful gift for someone that likes to be organised but then likes to have a diary on them. I'm the kind of person that doesn't have a diary on my phone, which is a really, really bad quality. It means that I'm really bad at organising myself, but for that reason I always have something like this on me, so I really, really love this. I also have two more goal type journal things I thought I'd include, which are slightly smaller and a little bit cheaper than the last two. The first one is this one, which is a tiny little one. It says Better Than Yesterday on it, which I picked up when I was in Australia. This is by a company I think called My Goals. I'm not really sure, I'll link it below just to confirm, but this is really, really good. It's a kind of like a goal / target planner for the year, and I personally love having goals and targets written down. I don't really plan too much ahead, but I know that this year, for example, I wanted to pass my driving test, I wanted to save up a certain amount of money and things like that, and I think having journals like this where you can note that all down is really, really useful. It's nice to see kind of your achievements and how far you've come over a year. So I really love this. It's kind of like a year planner again, but then it's got little sections in it, which I love. There's a shop called Kiki K, which also do great versions of this too, so I will link that below too. Another kind of planner I thought I'd include is one that I buy myself every single year, and it's my blog planner. I get this from a website called personalplanner.co.uk, and that was just kind of me googling planners that I could customise myself, and I basically plan all my blog content in this. So it's split up week by week and it's got days and it's got a little bit at the back for planning and you kind of customise it as you like. So for this one I just chose this, which is Ain't Nobody Got Time For That, after one of my favourite YouTube videos. And it's just a really nice kind of pocket-sized book which I have for ideas. I can plan out my weeks. So yeah, I ended up having about 4 different planners because I'm just almost so unorganised. I can't just have everything in one place. Need to get a bullet journal. But yeah, they are the kind of diary style things. Moving on to books, well not really moving on, we're still on books, but I thought I'd throw in a couple of other ideas that I haven't included in gift guides. The first is a city guide. This is one of the 38 Hours In city guides and they do really, really brilliant ones for all over the world. And they're just really cool. I think if you've got a friend that loves travelling and probably has all the kind of typical guides or kind of, it's just a really nice thing. It has interviews with really cool people from the city. It's also got some new recommendations, and I think some books like this and the Go-Go travel guides are updated yearly or seasonally. So they're always up to date. They're really cool to have. They're quite small. And I think it's kind of great for the person that has everything as well, because I know that someone like me, for example, I'm quite hard to buy for, or I'm told I am, and I think city guides and things like that are quite nice, especially if you're constantly planning trips and things for the new year. So yeah, really love that. The next book I'm talking about is Inside Vogue by Alexandra Shulman, who is the editor of Vogue currently. This book I picked up after seeing it all over Twitter and Instagram and things like that, and I'm really, really glad I did. It's basically a diary Alexandra kept over the year of their 100th anniversary issue and how they created it, and kind of like an insight to her day-to-day life. That is a good word to describe it. It's very insightful, it's very real and raw, and it's just a really fantastic kind of look into the way a magazine like Vogue is produced, and kind of it makes it quite real as well, because I think sometimes magazines like Vogue have the Devil Wears Prada kind of written all over them, and you think, oh, that must be exactly how they live, and it is just really, really fascinating to get an insight to her life. And yeah, it's a really easy, digestible read. I've not finished it yet, but I know if you've got friends that like fashion or style, this is a really, really beautiful book, especially because you don't have to you can kind of put it down and pick it back up again. So that's what I love in a book as well. So yeah, really love this. Moving on to more miscellaneous random items, I thought I'd pick a few things up that, I don't know, they're great for the people that have everything, as I mentioned before. It kind of ties in with the whole stationery theme, but I thought I'd show you a couple more random things just before we wrap up. No pun intended. So the first thing is a print by one of my all-time favourite kind of independent artists, and that is by Oh Gosh Cindy. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to say it like that. Oh gosh. Oh Gosh Cindy. She does amazing watercolour illustrations of absolutely everyone. Kind of very pop culture inspired. This is one that I bought for myself quite a long time ago, and it's the Beyonce I Woke Up Like This one. But it's really great for kind of friends that, I don't know, like if there's someone that one of your friends or family members love, she can illustrate it, and I think it's just one of those things that look absolutely awesome framed. This isn't obviously in a frame, but I don't know, if you want something that's kind of relatively inexpensive but is really thoughtful, she does amazing things. Another artist I absolutely love is Rosie Wonders. These are some of her temporary tattoos, which I'm trying to position so it doesn't reflect. But she does absolutely amazing illustrations. She does like pin badges, transfers that you iron on, or kind of like temporary tattoos, which I absolutely love. I think they're really, really beautiful. Sometimes the temporary tattoos I'm a bit like, but I think these are really cool. They're quite a fun way to dress up an outfit as well if you want to do something completely different. But they're a great little stocking filler, great even to put in a Christmas card if you want something a little bit different, so I absolutely love those too. I also wanted to quickly talk about these. This is Instax film. I know this probably isn't a great gift alone. Maybe it is if you've got someone that has an Instax, because this stuff is not cheap. That's why I quickly wanted to talk about it, because normally you can get, I think it's 2 packs of 10 places like Urban Outfitters, and it is about £30, which is not cheap for film. But I did pick this up from a shop called Hema, H-E-M-A, and they have a couple of shops in London. I don't know if they're kind of UK wide or even worldwide, but I picked this up for £13 and I was so blown away by how reasonable it was. So I kind of think if you know someone that has one of the cameras, this is a really great gift, because I am constantly using this, but one thing I hate spending money on is the film. So if you know someone that has an Instax or a Polaroid or something like that, they are really worth checking out, because that is really reasonable, I think, and great around Christmas when you've got parties and events and you want to capture all those memories, but you're just like, oh, I run out of film. I think it's just a really nice, thoughtful, safe gift, so I love that. Last but not least, I wanted to include something a little bit more special, still kind of within the stationery art kind of division, and that is a print. This print, can you see it? Is an absolutely beautiful one of New York in Central Park, and it's by my friend Freddie. He is an amazing photographer, and I wanted to include it because I always think that I love buying prints and things of people, and I'm always a bit like unsure of what kind of thing they like, but he does absolutely beautiful prints. He does things of everything really. He does like cityscapes, he does a lot of music photography, which I'm not sure if you can get in a print, but I'm sure he could do it. But they are just absolutely beautiful, especially if you know someone that's just got their own place or has a lot of spare white walls and they need to jazz them up. I don't know, I think it's just a really nice gift idea to get someone a piece of art. I know it can be quite subjective, but all of his work is really, really simple, but really, really beautiful and quite timeless. So I really wanted to include that because he's a very talented guy, so I definitely recommend checking him out if you do want some nice kind of something a bit different for Christmas, so yeah, go, go, go. And that is it. That is kind of like my mini pint-sized gift guide, kind of more stationery themed. But if you do want to see some of the other things I've suggested, I'll pop all the links below to my blog, because I think today is the 11th day, so there's one more day going up, so there should be plenty of ideas to tide you over. I really hope you enjoyed this video and it wasn't too waffly. I definitely felt like I had a good natter. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, please give it a thumbs up, really appreciate it, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.